Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Solution is Gratitude podcast and YouTube channel. This is Mark Castle, and welcome to today's episode. I am shooting this from beautiful Idlewild, California, here in the center of town at the park. And I just finished having a peanut butter and strawberry jam on jalapeno sourdough bread and grilled, and it was really good and really messy. If you are in Idlewild, I got that at the Idlewild Bake and Brew, which only in Idlewild would you have a bakery and a brew pub in the same location. I just love that. Anyways, be that as it may, the topic of today is messy and yummy, or messy is yummy, let's put it that way. And it inspired me as the result of this very messy sandwich that some of the best things in life are about getting messy. It's the second time in a few days that I have had a similar shot from the universe as an idea for a topic, and I decided to get this one done while I was freshly full from my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So messy is yummy. When I can get into the perspective that it being messy, my life being messy, is actually a good thing, then I tend to relax. I tend to go with the flow. I tend to chill. I tend to not try to control everything. And that is really hard to do. I just came through a period of my life, once again, where I was struggling, and I didn't see the humor in it, and I had lost my perspective about it, and I didn't do a lot of meditation during that time. I did keep up my prayers, but just barely, and it didn't go well, shall we say. Now, that said, I still attempted to put one foot in front of the other, and things have chilled a little bit, at least for the time being. But you know, the thing I have to say is that I can either struggle through it or I can enjoy the ride. And you know, that's all very well and good to say it on the other side of this. But what I have found out is that sometimes I'm just not going to get the perspective. I'm not going to get the perspective in the middle of this situation that I was in. But there was this inkling, there was this thought that has rarely reared its ugly head during a challenging period in my life, and that is, this too shall pass. My dad was a great believer in that. This too shall pass. And it did pass, and it did pass. And you know, I am studying and practicing Stoicism, and a lot about Stoicism is that this too shall pass, and we have little control over other people. Well, we have absolutely no control over other people, period. But we do have control over how we react to it. And I did the best I could. I'm happy to be on the other side. I talked about this briefly a month or so ago in regards to the fact that it had to do with an employer that I was working with. I was caregiving for, and caregiving is just an absolutely pain in the ass job sometimes, and hard work, and nobody gets it. And you know, I did the best I could. It didn't work out well we parted ways, and I immediately started to feel better. Now, that said, I still put one foot in front of the other. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't lovely. It was really messy. I didn't like it very much. But on the other side of it, I can see that the messiness was actually quite yummy because of where I am mentally and spiritually today. The last thing that I want to say about this is I didn't record it. I didn't record this whole thing that I went through, and it would have been really good, and it would have served a lot of people had I actually recorded my daily struggles with this thing, and hopefully in the future I will do that. But now I'm just going to be able to talk about it a little bit in the past tense, but there will always be another one. There will always be another "this too shall pass." And this moment of glee that I'm feeling, this too shall pass. And the next challenge time, this too shall pass. It just keeps passing. We just keep going on to the very next thing. Thank you so much for listening, and take care from beautiful Idlewild, California.